Okay, so there's been a lot of talk recently about rail shift, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, on the MCX, especially in the Gen 3s, there's been a lot of talk about this happening, where you can essentially shift the barrel over, and it kind of flexes the rail, and I think that's what the issue is, and it's a mechanism of how everything kind of clamps and anchors and stuff like that is. Let's see if you can get a zoom in there. So essentially, because how everything anchors, your moment arm all the way out here, if you pull on it, it essentially flexes the rail, and you get kind of a weird offset like that, where it's not perfectly centered within the rail, and in doing so you can throw off all your lasers and sights and stuff like that. Now, like I said, I'm pretty sure that is a issue of how everything's anchored, because for the MCX it's anchored essentially via these two bolts, one tab that goes into the rail, and the little link that goes into the upper receiver. So I'm curious if this is an MCX issue or if this is a free float rail issue. So here we go. We got a Geisley Mark 14 rail, which of course has the super long barrel nut and stuff like that. So if we zoom in, oops, there we go. So can we get this to flex too? And as we can see there, not really, so maybe this is a barrel nut thing and how it's anchored and stuff like that, but yeah, not a lot of barrel flex there. Let's try some other stuff. What about a LaRue Tactical upper receiver? Can I get this to flex? As you can see there, not really, pretty rigid. LaRue does their 4 bolts going into the handguard this way, and they also have a pretty chunky barrel nut. So yeah, can't get really a whole ton of flex off of that. What about something that's not an AR? What about a G36? Of course, this is plastic, and it's only got its one tiny barrel nut on the inside. So will this flex? No, not really. So of course the whole handguard will flex, but you're not mounting anything on this handguard either. But even then, it kind of returns to 0, right? What about something that's known for precision? What about a teacup? Oops, it's kind of large. Will this flex? You know what? It kind of will. Maybe not so much. So this one does, but not to the fullest extent like the MCX does. Same thing with here. It's got 2 super large barrel nut. Oh, it's got a large barrel nut and then two bolts that go into it. So well, that's pretty much all the free float guns I have. Hate to say it, this is almost a problem with how lightweight they made this design. When you skeletonize everything, it's pretty hard to keep the rail not from flexing, I suppose. So just to see that one more time, as you can see there, it's more or less centered. And if we pull it over, yeah, it'll go over, but yeah. So pulling it left to right will move this inevitably from left to right. I don't know. Hasn't been an issue for me. Iron sights nowadays are kind of not really, I don't know, they're not really the primary anymore. So the common theory online is the upper receiver and the barrel are essentially still one continuous piece, no matter how much you flex it. It's really the handguard that's flexing, and that's a factor of how rigid the whole thing is. But at the same time, it's a factor of just really how long this is. This is almost a 13-inch rail, probably. Yep, it's almost a 13-inch rail. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's just really hard to make a super light, long skeletonized rail and have it kind of not flex on you, you know, but who knows, whatever. It is what it is. So yeah, rail flexes a little bit, but as long as your rifle keeps hitting the target, right? So, all right, well, let me know what else you guys want to find out about the MCX beer. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the other fun stuff. See ya.